Retention knobs thread into the tapered tool holder to secure the holder in the machine spindle. Guys, we have two different sizes of retention knobs in this shop. Have you caught on to that yet, Brandon? The Venture, sitting right here outside the classroom, takes the short, stubby retention knob. Every other machine that we have in-house takes the 900 thousandths long, narrower retention knob. Do not get these retention knobs mixed up. Do not use the wrong one in a machine. It can damage the spindle. It can damage the drawbar, the retention mechanism. It can also cause the tool to come out of the spindle during a cut. Use extreme caution. Know your tooling, guys. That's the best thing that I can say to you. Know what you're setting up. Know your tooling. A cat holder and a BT holder. Cat also has different size nomenclature. You'll see a Cat 40. A Cat 50 is a larger tool holder for larger spindles and larger machines. BT is a different style of holder. We do not have BT in the shop. We have Cat. Notice the difference in the size of the flanges and the locations of the grooves. Next. Collets. Collet chucks grip a tool shank by tightening the threaded cap. Basically, guys, the collet goes into a taper in the holder. When we tighten the threaded cap, it pulls into the taper, gripping the tool. Not what I consider safe for end mills, but it is the best holding method for all center cutting tools, center drills, drill bits, reamers. Taps are usually held in collet systems of some kind. You'll see the different types of collets. ER, which is the type that is going to be in the Mazak, your live tooling holders that are out in the shop, will carry the ER. I believe the tool holders on the small IMCO are also an ER. You'll see the B's and the C styles, which is a TG and a DA style collet system. You'll see both of these out in the shop. Make sure you use the right collet for the right type of collet holder. And once again, we will go through a full lecture and exercises on mill tooling. Questions? Click it. It's going to go through the different methods of attaching. You'll notice that on the ER type collets that you see up here on the top, you snap them into the retaining ring in the cap before installing the tooling. You'll notice on these, you can actually pop them into the tool holder and then put the nut on. We'll have a variety of different tightening tools. You guys will also notice I've got the tool holders themselves out mounted on the tables. I'll show you the appropriate way to turn the tool holder in the vise or the holding mechanism so that you're not popping it out. Always tighten into the holding mechanism, and I'll explain that to you in our exercises and our discussion on tooling. Well, like I said, we'll do a lot of this hands-on, guys. Okay? Now these are pretty cool. It's called shrink fit tool holders. These are arguably the most accurate type of holding devices for end mills. When you're running, which is more and more common out there nowadays, guys, the high-speed spindles on the machining centers. You guys heard Kenny last week talk about having 12 and 18,000 RPMs on a CNC mill. When you're running those kind of RPMs, balance is critical. Accuracy of your tooling is absolutely critical. You'll see that the machine that assembles and disassembles shrink fit tooling actually heat expands, cool retracts. Guys, we can slit fit these tools into tool holders to a point where they grip them, and it is arguably the most accurate, best method of tool holding on the market today. click.